Hello, Andrea Ross here, founder of the Career Establishment and Women in Recruitment Asia group. I want to say a big thank you to you for raising your hand and being a mentor for the mentoring program for WIRA. I thought it would be a really good idea just to send you a really brief video on the steps in regards to when you get selected to be a mentor. So I'm just about to jump into the website, the www.thecareerestablishment.com/WIRA and the mentor page, and I will be able to sort of run through the steps, so that's a little bit easier for you to be aware what's going on. So you're probably already quite familiar with the page already, but what happens is the mentee, which is obviously a company member employee that signed up, they will look through all the mentors that are here and they will pick their top 3. And they will do that by completing a form that comes to me. And I will review that form and look at who they've selected, whether there's any conflict of interest, because obviously I've reached out to either mentors or the company members, and just double check there's no conflict of interest, because some company members are opting out of the mentoring program. So I need to just double check those things. Then I will select I will select the person and reach out to you as a mentor. And what I would then expect you to do is to jump into the code of conduct, which is kind of an agreement between both of you, the mentor and the mentee. Oh, I've come out of that. And what that will mean is just ensuring that both of you are abiding by sort of the rules, really, in terms of ethics, confidentiality, but also for agency recruiter mentors being aware of not poaching, because obviously we want to be building trust here, and we don't want any poaching going on throughout the program or after the program. We kind of defeat the object of what we're doing here. So that's kind of the first thing. So that would be something you would complete and you would send over to me so that I would have that. Okay, let's now just go back into that. The mentee will complete the individual development plan. Now, this individual development plan is for the mentee to be identifying the areas that they want to be working on, and they will complete that development plan and send that over to the mentor so that you can review and see what you'll be working towards. So that's something that will happen at the beginning of the program. At the end of the 6 months, or you might find that the mentor program only lasts 3 months because you've reached, you've been able to help them and support them achieve their goals, and it might end sooner than 6 months. But we're really just putting it as a cap at 6 months. You might don't want to do longer. But there is a progression report as well, which they will complete at the end to just say how they've, what they're motivated to do differently. How they found the program, just so that we can get feedback, and so can the mentors in regards to that whole experience. So I've gone over code of conduct, gone over individual development plan, progressing report, and also how the mentee applies. The next and last step is the mentoring guide for mentors. Now, I totally appreciate that you're experienced mentors, but it may be sometimes since you've maybe mentored someone or developed someone recently. And so I've just put together a mentoring guide, so you can have a look through that. It's really just to give you an idea of kind of the stages that you can work through. I'm a really big fan of the strengths model. Ignore the strengths bit, it's just the grow model. For those that are familiar, the grow coaching model provides a framework for the core elements of an effective coaching session. So it's really simple to use. So what I've put in here is, so it's all the stages that you can go through, but what you'll find, sorry, I make you feel sick doing that, is being able to go through when you're facing when you're tackling a challenge with your mentee, to be there's some suggestive questions that you can be going through. It just means that you're not sort of tell mode, you're not telling them which way to go, you're getting them to explore. They're going to be more committed to and more motivated to change if they've actually come up with that solution themselves. So that's something that you can work towards. There's also just on here, ignore the strengths, it's just that I call it the strengths model. It's really just the grow model. Okay, so that should be quite self-explanatory in regards to what you're doing. Now, I appreciate if you're a corporate mentor that you may well have some sort of, there might be conflicts of interest, and that the company member may be recruiting for your organization. So please, when I do send over the mentee name, please ensure internally that you're checking that that's still okay. But hopefully they're not selecting you if you are a direct client, because that would definitely be really uncomfortable. So please do feedback to me throughout the programme how things are going. I will check in with you as well. But if there's any questions at all, maybe you're faced with a particular challenge that you're struggling to kind of come up with some ideas to support the mentee, please reach out, especially if it's a recruitment related query, which it may well be. If you're a corporate mentor, it might be a little bit more difficult. So thank you once again. Any questions, again, please reach out, and good luck with the programme. Thank you so much for your support.